Okay, this is NAF Live Eucalyptus Bowl Game 6 for completeness. Let's turn the light on so you can see my beautiful face. So we have my vampires against Eldril and chums. We've got a high elf team, just 11 players plus Eldril. Sorry, 10 players plus Eldril. Frenzy Blitzer, which I love. Tackle Blitzer, all good fun. And then he's got 3 wrestle and a kick, which is interesting. It was pointed out to me just before this this game that I'd forgotten to put kick on one of my thralls, which is a bit of a blow. I was supposed to have 5 skills throughout the tournament and only had 4. Don't suppose it made a huge amount of difference apart from changing the entire of every single game, but these things happen. So to be honest, it wasn't the best of games. I was quite tired after all these games, and it took a little while to play this one. And my dice, as you see, were pretty shocking. So let's ponder through. So nice to get a bonus reroll at the beginning. That's absolutely good stuff. Let's turn the sound off actually. So yeah, I took player back near the ball, and then I was going to go pick it up in a minute. So what I did to start with, I had my 2 block vampires, and I tend to start hitting the line. So I got both down skull, and he had wrestle, and then I got both down skull again, both down, sorry, and he had wrestle, and then so at this stage. I thought, okay, now you get onto the slightly more risky blocks because you use blocks, ones without blocks. So I could have moved some thralls and so on. So that was possibly an error. But in fact, what happened was I did skull both down and then re-rolled that into double skulls and killed my player. So not ideal, but actually not disastrous either. You know, these things happen. He'll probably get through my line. Could have brought this player down. Could have brought these players down. That would have been sensible. But you know, it was one of those things that is a 1 in 81 of going wrong, and it did. So, c'est la vie. So then he does the predictable swarm through. Eldril is lurking, so it's going to be difficult to form a sensible cage. So I bring it back and just sort of do the best cage I can, really, with the players that I've got. If I'd moved the thralls earlier, then I'd have had a better cage, basically. So he gazes the corner there, and then brings in the assist, and then goes for the 1 dice. Is that a strip? 1 dice. 1 dice tackle. So I've got a dodge player on the ball, obviously. So he's going for the 1 dice tackle. Has to re-roll and then gets the both down. I don't have block, so I go down. He fails to catch it, but then it bounces onto his side, and then so I'm going to have to do something to retrieve that one. And he makes life a bit complicated in terms of lack of dodging away. So that's 4 up dodge, 4 up pickup. I've had to use the reroll earlier with a vampire dodging. But I managed that 4 up, 2 up, and then I'm going to pass basically. So at this point I thought, well, I'm just going to pass it into space actually, because he's got this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but that's not too bad actually. He'd have to do some sort of fancy stuff. So 4+, but then he's got pass block as well on Eldril. So Eldril comes in just to make life more complicated, but actually then I roll a 1 anyway, so Fumbbl. And then the rest of this half is pretty rubbish, all in all. Yeah, it's just a case of me trying to get to Eldril and failing to do so while he cages. So he runs over there. And then this is quite fun. He actually leaves Eldril, and I manage to dodge the vampire through in a slightly crazy way, gaze this elf, and then get Eldril down and catch the ball. So that's quite fun. But he's got plenty of people to get 2 dice on my vampire anyway. She manages, meanwhile duffing me up. So the ball is there, and the ball is not actually. So the bounce is to there. So let's play this one through, because this was reasonably interesting. So he's trying to make it a bit safer, just getting his players nearby. So this is quite fun. So my plan is to dodge out here and block this guy into this guy, so that the ball then goes hopefully flying, and it's just to stop him scoring really. At this stage, still my drive, remember. so that's a bit rubbish. But you've got to try for these things, haven't you? So that works. Bounces to there, flies out to him, who drops it. I could have used the reroll at that stage, but it's a 5-up catch, and then I would have been able to do a 3-up dodge and some go for it potentially. But I didn't use the reroll there. I didn't think he was going to catch it because I hoped it would sort of bounce over to here somewhere, and then I'd be able to dodge out using the reroll, and so on. But no, it wouldn't happen. So I did a both down and then re-rolled that into a skull. And so, you know, the hope was there, but then the hope went fairly quickly. So then, second half, he has the ball, and my players start leaving the pitch. So he's leaving it so that I can tag, but not blitz. So he's catching reasonably. He's counting squares reasonably well. I wasn't able to blitz the ball carrier at any stage. So again, the thrall can tag but can't blitz, and I'm very short of players, obviously, so nothing too scary happening. So he brings Eldril back, gazes the guy there, and so then is able to hit the thrall, and then make a sensible cage in his half. Well, not quite a sensible cage actually, because they didn't have a corner here, so I could have, which I didn't spot, gone 3, 4, 5, 6, go for it, and then hit. But I didn't do that because I didn't spot it basically. So instead, I start to get my vampires into place, and try and get them doing useful things. Because I've still got 4 vampires at this stage, so when you've got that, there's quite a lot you can do really. So the ball is over there, so I use this vampire to gaze, and then I'm going to get this one to come down here and take out the ball carrier. Unfortunately, I had to. No, I didn't re-roll that bloodlust. I just sort of took it. He tried to gaze that one, but failed to do so. And then this guy's coming in for the blitz, which he. Oh no, he didn't. Where did the blitz? Oh no, right, okay. So he's. Oh no, he came in for the assist. That's what he did, and then blitzed with the thrall. Wonder why I didn't blitz with that guy. Good reasons maybe. But anyway, I have the ball now, which is quite nice. But probably not for very long. Eldril fails the gaze, and then he strips the ball away. So the strip ball happens there. 1 dice with the assist, but the ball bounces to there, which is not bad. Out and over here would have been lovely, but there is reasonably safe. But then he does the whole 3-up dodge in, 3-up pick up, 3-up, 3-up, 2-up dodge bar. So mildly irritating. So this is a dodge catcher on the ball now. So I have to try and get a. This is my block guy. So I had a chance of a block or a power. Would both have been fine. Neither one happened, and so Eldril was then able to come in and gaze him, and he was just able to dodge out and score. Took a very long time to get to this stage. Turns were being quite slow, so at this point I just sort of said I'm gonna leave my turns, but then he wanted to score another touchdown, so did so, and that was the end of my tournament. It was a bit of a disappointing end. Just the dice at the beginning made things horrible, and my slight misplay with lacking of moving players. But yeah, it was a bit ups and downs, so it was reasonably interesting, but not the best finished. What was a decent tournament.